Hey Team Capricorn, I'll be doing your monthly forecast reading for March 2019 for a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Rising. I'll be using 3 different decks today, 2 tarot decks and 1 oracle deck. I'll be using the Spirit Song Tarot that works through animals, the Angel Dream Cards Oracle deck, and then I did just get this other deck, this tarot deck called the Sasarabito Tarot. Definitely recommend it to anybody. It's a really interesting deck. I'll be using a 7-card spread today, and before I begin, I will be doing an energy clearing. Alright, so I'll start shuffling with first tarot deck. Whatever intentions you are setting, see the energy going into the cards. Take a moment to take a deep breath and set in. Alright, Capricorn. Let's get this set up for you. Alright. And then we shuffle the oracle deck. Okay. And then the last deck. Alright, well, let's start. So, with where you'll be at in this month of March, we have the Hierophant. So, you could be coming into this month, you know what, actually, give me a moment really to reflect over this before I say anything. I think you're coming to some realization, and you're reaching a place of expansion after going through a lot of emotional work and spiritual work within yourself that you've had to commit to. I think that you've had to go through a lot of evolving and a lot of changes to get to this point of this awakening, this realization, and to integrating your mind and your spirit, of allowing yourself to ascend to this higher plane of awareness within yourself. And that's you can see that emanating from this guy's crown, his crown chakra is emanating. He knows within himself that he is learning all these valuable lessons in his life, and he's evolving from it, and he's becoming aware of himself. And he's just nurturing and taking care of himself. He is in power, and he's above all of that. He's in a place where he's being more wise about how he is treating his life, and he's taking control of it. And I feel like that's where you're at. You're kind of being a spiritual leader right now in your life, and you're being more precise and wise about how you're treating your life and how you're creating it. You're wanting to extend and grow and become more evolved and aware within yourself, and less of stuck and stagnant and repeating the same old mistakes. I think you're ready to awaken this part with this piece inside of you that maybe needed some nurturing and some love so it could develop and grow. It's definitely guiding you to step up to the plate to be a leader in your life and expand other areas in your life that have needed that love and nurturing and work. And then from there, you know, inviting more opportunities into your life. There's definitely progress that's taking place, though. I think you were coming out of a time where you needed things to get better and for things to become clearer out of maybe coming out of a challenging time, and now you're rising out of the ashes and you're rising above all the challenges that maybe you were recently dealing with, and now you're like wiser out of, like, you become wiser from all the hardships you had to go through, and it's given you all this powerful insight into how to become this like stronger version of yourself, and that's where you've made a lot of progress. And you're being a really inspirational leader to yourself and maybe to others around you in this way. And that's where you have become aware in a lot of ways. With your inner focus this month, we have Four of Cups. Give me a moment to go over this card. So I think your inner focus is that you need to protect yourself from what you know has hurt you in the past emotionally, because obviously I think you becoming stronger in this time, in this month, is showing how you can't be vulnerable and put yourself back in the same place where you were before that got you hurt. It's time to realize your potential, and in that way to protect your potential and yourself from going through the same challenges. If you can actually avoid those challenges from coming into your life, especially if it's emotionally speaking. I think there were some past issues that still need some healing. If you went through a relationship that really hurt you, or it ended and something just went wrong in a relation with somebody, but emotionally something did hurt you, and you're coming out of that time and you're trying to just heal from it, but you need to protect yourself from going through that phase again, and being smarter and wiser about it, because maybe in the past, like, you weren't as smart and wise about how you were behaving in the situation, and that's where you got hurt. And that's what maybe caused some disruption and challenges in your life. And you could have been doing things out of habit. It's definitely what I'm getting out of this. It could have just been like, you know, something wasn't connecting in the situation with this person before. Maybe you're behaving in a way that rubbed the person the wrong way, and then they reacted negatively to you, or vice versa. And either way, somebody did get hurt, and I feel it was you, Capricorn. But this is kind of coming up to show, like, it's time to make better changes in that realm, so emotionally you don't end up in the same place again. And just making a small change would go a long way for you. It could also be, if it's not romance, that you may just be feeling bored with where you're at in a situation with a job or in your environment, and you're ready for some kind of positive change to take place to make you feel excited and help you move along forward. But you need some inspiration emotionally. Maybe you haven't been feeling much inspiration. Whatever it is, you definitely have been feeling a dismay of some sort, like you don't really want to face the facts in your emotion, you know, someone's looking the other way. So whatever pain or, like, you know, boredom, whatever kind of negative feelings that you have felt, it's time to face them and really allow yourself to heal those areas that need some love and mending, so then you can move forward from this area. And I feel like that's why it's also coming up in the inner focus area, because it's going to be essential for you to look within face those feelings and give yourself some love and attention so those places can heal, and then you can protect yourself from going through the same thing again by making wiser decisions. And then for the outer focus, we have 5 of Cups. A lot of emotions happening here. Give me a moment to go over this card. So, let's see here. So I think, you know, one more moment. I think that in your outer life, from it, whatever you have been going through emotionally, I think you did go through some kind of loss, something that's upset you, that's caused sadness and confusion. I think you might have went through a breakup or some disappointment or argument in a close friendship or relationship with somebody. They temporarily could have moved away or left your life. There could have been a death of somebody that you loved, and it's been hard to get through the grief of that. Or just somebody, you know, hurt you in some way, and you're just not feeling happy with what you're getting from that emotionally. If it doesn't have to do with romance, again, it could just be you're not happy in a job or in your living environment, in your home, whatever it is. There's something you're dealing with that's emotionally been causing you some turmoil, and you just haven't been happy with the results you're getting in your feelings. You've been feeling really sad about how you've been treated, or maybe how you treated a situation and you regret how you acted, and now you're like sad that now you've been disappointed with the results of, like, you know, a partner leaving you, or just something going wrong in a relationship with somebody, whether a romantic relationship or a friendship or a family member. There is something that has happened that has caused this disruption in your feelings. But it's also like whatever loss you feel like you're going through, it's definitely a time to like look over what you went through in the past and go over that old stress and sorrow in order to make a fresh start. Because, like I said before, you have to face your feelings here. You can't just hide your head and wallow in your pain. I mean, there is so much you need to see in this situation to rise above it. You're going to have to sit with your feelings and allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, but also like find a way to fill yourself up again and heal yourself. I think it's just going to be really crucial for you to get out of the, you know, emotional sad part of it and like really see it from the outside in a practical sense of, okay, like I know I'm feeling this, but now what have I done to get myself to this place, and what can I do to get myself out of it? If I've been hurt before, what do I do that makes me feel better, that helps me mend and heal and stay distracted away from these sad feelings to focus more on the things that make me feel good, you know, so you can be, you know, this better version of yourself that's emanating, you know, so much light and love and wisdom, and just like being a leader for yourself, leading yourself out of this darkness, out of these mucky emotions. I think this sadness is just really dragging you down, putting you in a deep depression. And whoever hurt you or whoever you hurt, whatever it was, whatever situation that hurt you, Capricorn, you do need to find a way to like get out of it, like getting out of the negative, like how should I put it? Just getting out of the puddle of emotions you've put yourself in, you know, like, because this woman, she's been crying. I feel like she cried all these tears, and now she's created this like pond of, you know, tears that she's wallowing in. Like, if you're gonna keep wallowing in your sadness and choosing to stay in it instead of like seeing the light in your situation and finding a way to better it and heal it, then you're never going to be able to move past it and start fresh again and start anew in your life. So yeah, look inward, look outward, and really find a way to work through your emotions, Capricorn, because you definitely could use some healing. And that's meant to be helpful, honestly, not meant to be hurtful. With how you're going to thrive this month, we have the Seven of Wands. I forgot to say, cups are water signs and wands are fire signs. So, give me a moment here. So with how you're going to thrive this month is getting past the challenges and the struggle that you've been going through in your emotions. It's going to be really crucial for you to find a way to work around all of that. And really just like find a way to face these issues head on and not be afraid to turn away from it and really just rise above these really difficult struggles and challenges so you can finally like thrive in this situation, because the only way to get out of the struggle and the challenge is to defend yourself and justify yourself in knowing that you don't need to keep taking on this negative energy. You don't need to keep letting it affect you. You can defend yourself. You can guard yourself. You can protect yourself from this energy. This is where this axe comes in. Like, it's ready to defend itself. If something's going to get in its way, it will cut it down. And that's what you need to do. You need to visualize, like, cutting away this really negative energy in your emotions that's really been bringing you down, and finding a way to block yourself from it and protect yourself from it so then you can finally heal. So that's what I'm getting from that. Alright, and then so for the next card, we have how you're going to struggle this month. And we have the Nine of Wands. Give me a moment to go over this card. So I think your struggle this month is really having the courage, the determination, persistence, and just having the hope to get yourself through this situation that's been challenging you emotionally. And I think it's just really important for you to find a way to have that courage, to have that determination to work through your emotions, to be hopeful and have faith that you can rise out of this really dark time emotionally that's made you feel so hopeless and helpless. I think it's just like you're reaching a point right now where you really need to find the will in you to rise above this and get yourself out of this rut that you've been in emotionally, because I think that's just really what's been holding you back the most, is just dealing with that. And if you can find a way to do that and work around it, then you can get yourself out of this rut that you've been in that's caused you a lot of emotional turmoil, and then find a way to heal yourself from there instead of like holding yourself back from receiving the healing. That's what I'm getting out of that. And then for the advice this month, we have fire, transmutation, and purification. So give me a moment to read this card to you. Fire is the bringer of transmutation. It's time to come out of your cocoon and allow yourself to become that beautiful butterfly. Have courage. Ha! Yep, courage. You gotta have courage. That's what that card was just saying. Burn off the old, allowing the new to enter. You know what needs to be done. It is time to light that inner fire, or the one under your seat. Get busy and take steps to allow this wonderful change to occur. Have courage during this time of transition. Know that all is well. Fire also represents purification. In every transformation, a cleansing process takes place. Perhaps it is time to purify your thoughts, actions, relationships, or something else that has become unhealthy. Transmute your old habits. Performing a ceremony or rite would be perfect right now. Stand in protection of something or someone. Take care of your home and hearth. Take a break from routine. You need some independence right now. Yeah, Capricorn. I mean, I think that's really important advice for you. Really, like, to allow yourself to go through this transformation from all this pain that you went through, because pain does bring times of change and transformation. And then you can have the courage to rise above this hurt, this pain, heal yourself, and then come back into your strength and in your power and learn, take the wisdom from this situation to help you avoid and better yourself from and having to go through it ever again. Because you essentially would want to avoid having to go through this kind of emotionally traumatizing situation again, and be smarter and wiser about how you're going to pursue your life from here on out after doing the healing and having the determination and courage to find the will to pull yourself through it. So I think that's just really, and cleansing yourself of the negative toxicity in your emotions so you can start fresh again. So that's really important. Alright, and then for the lesson for you this month, we have the 9 of Acorns, and it's the Panther, power and perseverance. I'll also read this card to you. And acorns are the wands in the tarot, which are fire signs, so I just thought I would share that. Okay. Fueled by faith, Mysterious Panther is an empress of reclaiming her power. With heightened awareness, she is prepared for any opposition. Her resilient spirit shines when faced with the dark side of the moon. Panther will help guide you safely as you face your fears and defend your position by taking the right steps. Your hard work on a venture is coming to fruition. You have invested a great deal of time and energy, and you're on guard. Fear not, for your perseverance is about to pay off, and your efforts will prove to be victorious. Courage, perseverance, patience, resilience, determination, reward, knowledge, stability, and power are your key words. Yeah, Capricorn, wow, I mean, this really, courage has been coming up a lot, as well as determination and perseverance and using your knowledge from the situation to become a better person and rise in your power and to be resilient even through the challenging times that you're facing in your emotions. There is a lot within you that you can grasp and hold and use that power to really get yourself out of this really challenging time, to really stir yourself the right way, to finally, like I said, to like rise from the ashes, and you know, because the phoenix rises from the fire and spreads her wings to fly. And that's like you're rising out of this really difficult time to become the most beautiful version of yourself that's empowered and determined to heal and to be in your power and to lead yourself into a more beautiful life that has more potential for you. And you just have to persevere and be courageous to make that possible for yourself. And it is possible for you, Capricorn, but you have to allow yourself to make it that way. And once you do, then you can reach this place of awakening within yourself that will bring you to the place you really want to be in, and you will feel fulfilled in this way. Alright, Capricorn, well, that's all I have for you. I feel like this was a really potent reading, and I really hope it was helpful to you. If you feel called to do a one-on-one reading with me, you can go to the description link box below and go to my Instagram, Mystic Yasmin, and send me a message. Or you can go to my Facebook page, Mystic Yasmin, and book a session with me from there. Other than that, Capricorn, I hope you have a blessed day, and until next time.